If any man shall add unto these
you
things.
preachers that's trying to water down the reality of God.
That's right.
Think because you're rich,
That's right.
you're going to get away with ignoring what God says?
Religious leader Gino Jennings fearlessly challenges T.D. Jakes, employing his bold preaching style to call out the bishop on issues like sleeping with men. Jennings doesn't mince words, criticizing Jakes for his association with P.diddy and attending the music mogul's parties. You know, the #1 news that rocked our society. He points out photos allegedly showing T.D. Jakes at Puff Daddy's party, implying disapproval of the bishop's presence amidst suggestive dancing. Knowing what's happening at Diddy's bashes, there is certainly no room for spirituality. In his recent fervent preaching, Jennings emphasizes an extreme devotion to God, positioning it as a choice between heaven or hell, God's way or no way, standing for God or aligning with the devil. And it seems like Bishop Jakes didn't like this.
Preachers are more concerned of being celebrities. So therefore, they try their best to blend in with the sinner.
In response, Jakes, reportedly offended by Jennings' preaching, personally contacted Jennings via email, expressing discontent and hinting at the dire consequences of his actions. Apparently, Bishop is coming to protect his name, but at a questionable cost. Insiders claim that he hinted at seeking regulatory action to halt Jennings' broadcast. In a bold move, Jennings counters by challenging Jakes to a public debate, aiming to address their differences openly. As the clash between the two religious figures gains momentum, the specter of potential regulatory action looms in response to rumors involving Jakes and P.diddy.
You cannot say you're saved and you're making music with rappers and entertainers.
Jakes addresses his congregation, dismissing accusations of engaging in frivolous activities. He acknowledges imperfections, emphasizing the need to move forward instead of dwelling on baseless rumors. Apparently, he didn't even consider people to be worthy of any explanation, saying, "I didn't come to convince you or nobody, because I know who I am. That is not what this is about. You can think about whatever you want to think." However, now we witness a growing tension between Jennings and Jakes. It highlights a clash of ideologies accentuated by their differing approaches to preaching and public image. It looks like Jennings believed that Jakes had no right to visit Diddy's bashes, as it throws shade on his faith, morals, and secret activities behind the scenes. Speculation runs rife, circulating stories of secret agendas and attempts to silence Jennings because of his outspoken messages. It's nothing new if Diddy is involved, and it looks like Pastor is in great danger for speaking out.
Y'all don't know the business. Y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. So it's going to be a teaching moment.
While both preachers stand firm in their convictions, the public eagerly awaits the promised public debate, hoping it will shed light on the brewing conflict and the deeper beliefs underpinning it. The narrative evolves, and it seems like another prominent figure is about to lose all its credibility in the eyes of the public. The drama escalates with each exchange, fueling public intrigue and inviting scrutiny into the actions and values of these prominent individuals. The confrontation becomes more than a clash of personalities and personal opinions. It becomes a stage for conflicting ideologies and the return to the righteous path.
Because the so-called churchgoer is now too concerned how he and she look. Thank God in the eyes of the sinner.
While some still allege that such rumors are mere youthful gossip, baseless chatter stemming from those too inexperienced to comprehend. From what it seems, Jakes doesn't even worry about the possible exposure, and he believes he's well protected. As has said, the worst that could happen, if everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart. There's enough power in the blood to cover all kinds of sin. I don't care what it is, the blood would fix it, but I ain't got to repent about this. Rumors surfaced on December 18th, triggered by a video from Tough News TV, insinuating Jake's involvement in events with Diddy and engaging in same-gender relationships, along with inappropriate conduct. Speaking emotionally to his congregation, Jakes emphasized refusing to defend lies but vowing to preach truthfully.
You can think whatever you want to think. I don't care. I came to do my job.
Despite the attention, Jake stood by his belief that he has nothing to hide, emphasizing this to his congregation, refusing to use his pulpit to defend falsehoods, but staying true to preaching the truth. But apparently, such behavior only aroused more suspicions among people. As one person commented, it's not at all unusual to avoid addressing sin when you're living in it. And another user added, it's very noticeable that Bishop Jakes isn't denying any of the allegations that he engaged in same-gender interaction with other men and minors. He's only stating that he's not going to use the pulpit to address what's being said about him. Well, the horrible claims circulated on social media, alleging Jake's attendance at Diddy's events. His communication team vehemently dismissed these rumors as false, trying to defend the good image of the pastor and redirect people's attention from this scandal that catches fire.
I want to pray for everybody in this church and everybody online who thought I got more on my shoulders than I can handle.
The revelation of such allegations against T.D. Jakes could potentially have devastating repercussions on his image as a religious leader. It can fracture trust and undermine the moral authority these leaders hold. Especially, Diddy is not the best figure to be associated with at this moment, considering the ton of lawsuits he's facing. If any more evidence about T.D. Jakes is going to be leaked, congregants might experience disillusionment, losing faith in the institution and its teachings. It's only Bishop's fate at stake, and Jennings, as a religious leader himself, understands the potential damages of an approaching storm. His believes that bedraggled reputation of religious leaders who hang out with celebs will soon catch up with those sinners.
God had never sent his servant to hang out with you.
Moreover, these incidents extend beyond the immediate congregation, impacting the public perception of religion as a whole. Allegations against religious leaders can reinforce stereotypes, fostering broader skepticism towards organized faith. This erosion of trust might lead to decreased religious participation and a reluctance to engage with spiritual or religious communities, leaving a lasting stain on the image of religious organizations. The victims of alleged misconduct will likely grapple with emotional and psychological trauma, battling feelings of betrayal and disillusionment, and there will be even more problems with trust in the world.
Bishop got excited looking at him, grinning. That's not for God, people.
Mishandling or covering up these allegations by religious authorities perpetuates a culture of secrecy, damaging the credibility of victim statements. Beyond the emotional toll, fallout from such scandals can lead to financial repercussions for Jakes' organizations. No wonder his team is working overtime, trying to redirect public's attention by issuing their denial statements, as recent claims circulating on pockets of social media about Bishop T.D. Jakes are unequivocally false and baseless. Decreased attendance, dwindling financial support, and legal challenges may strain the institution's resources, affecting its sustainability. If Diddy is found guilty of attendance and support, strain resources, impacting his lifestyle, and, of course, there will be no more respect for him.
Not right, you have an evil heart.
Evil heart.
Anytime you got an evil heart, you're not a so-called Christian.
Additionally, if Diddy faces guilt and misconduct, legal consequences, potentially imprisonment, underscore universal accountability under the law, it can negatively impact everyone associated with him, so no wonder that T.D. Jakes' team doing everything possible denying the horrible allegations. There's nothing more than people want that to have transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct within every institution, and of course it starts with religion. As one person commented, Puff parties are well known to be filled with wickedness. Jakes had no business being around Puff if he wasn't providing ministry and godly counsel. And another user added, these folks need to be held accountable, and other preachers are in that position to call them on their questionable behavior. Luckily, there are still people with principles and morals who are not deviating from the path of God and ready to fight against all sinful and evil. But folks, what do you think about all this? Is Bishop Jakes going to experience the cancellation? And whether Jennings is trying to get rid of the vile snake in the garden of God by exposing Bishop's nature? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.